Hello everyone, welcome. I'm going to do a glowing fireplace. So this is a requested video. I did look through all of my autumn books and I could not find a fireplace I was happy with. They were either like really little, some didn't have the flames. So I know it's super early, but I am jumping into Christmas Vibes by coloringbookcafe because this book had the nice large fireplace and I felt like this was going to be the easiest one to see and kind of show you. Now, again, I am not a professional. This is just how I do things. And as always, you are welcome to kind of take what I show you, twist it, change it, make it work for you. I'm going to bring you in a little and we'll get started. Okay, I am going to use Prismacolor for this one. So if you don't have Prismacolor, if I could talk, you are welcome to find a color chart and swap colors or match as close as you can. The colors aren't necessarily important, just more the technique. So I pulled orange, sunburst yellow, and cream for like my fiery colors, black 50% warm gray and 10% cool gray for my background glow effect, and then I have a white gel pen. This is like the Brushwick brand. My pen wore off, or I would tell you exactly, but just a good white gel pen to kind of get rid of the black lines. Black lines are a little harsh when we're trying to create glowing effects. So first things first, I'm going to start with the flames. So I'm going to go in with my cream, and I'm not going to color the whole flame. Because again, if we try to put our orange over the top of cream, it's going to dim it down, and we're not going to get the effect. So I'm just going to put it kind of in the middle. So what we're doing here is we're creating a bright spot. Or you can even leave white in the middle if you want. The brightest spots will always be white. I'm going with cream. If you have watched any of my pages where I have done a sun, it is kind of the same effect. We're going to start with our lightest colors in the middle, and as we work toward that black line, we will get darker. I am doing my flame first so that I can kind of, when I do the background, have a little bit better idea of where I want shadows and highlights to be. But if you want to start with the background, that's up to you. I'm also using sharp pencils, so I have a handheld Prismacolor sharpener, just because it came with one of the Technique sets I got when they were clearanced, and it's a nice little sharpener for quick jobs, and then I don't have to use my really loud sharpener on camera and blow everybody's eardrums out. Okay, so now I'm going to go around that cream. I'm not going to go in the middle with any other colors. Now we are outlining our flame. And I feel like I almost need to zoom in just a little more. 1 second. Okay, nice and close. Trying to stay in the lines if possible. It's not going to matter a whole lot because, again, our background, we're going to start light and fade out to dark. So it will be the same colors anyway. But you can see where I'm bringing that line in a little. I'll bring this one in a little. That just creates a little depth in our fire. And a little at the bottom. And I will do that on all of them. I am missing an orange. Did I throw it on the floor? Oh, it got put away. Okay, this is yellowed orange, and it looks pretty close to the Spanish, or the sunburst yellow. Spanish. But I'm going to put just a dot of that to help blend that in with the cream. Light layer, not making a whole like thick line of it, just a fuzzy layer for blending purposes. Keeping it on the inside where the cream is. Now I'm going to take orange, and I do have it sharpened to a very sharp tip. And I'm going to stay as close to that black line as possible. So I want enough there I can see it, but I don't want it to be a thick orange. I'm going to bring it all the way down into that line I created. And I am trying to keep my hand out of the way here so you can see. And this is just regular old orange. I am going to put just a tiny dot toward the bottom here. I do want it to look like the heat is going upwards. Now if you are getting real technical, you can add some blue in here. Fire usually has some blue in it. You know, change up your yellows and oranges depending on what you're going for. It will be the same process with whatever colors you choose to use. Okay, so now I'm going over that orange I just put down. The more colors you use, the more dimension, depth kind of it will have. But I stick to the rule of 3 when I can. 3 or more, I should say. Light, medium, dark, at least, at the very least. Now we're going to blend everything out. So I'm going over everything, over that orange, over all the other colors I put down. We're blending that all out. Now we have that nice highlight there we created in the middle. And that will be our flame. So I will create that same process all the way across. If you want a little more on your fire, I suggest taking a poppy red. You want a nice orange red, even maybe a pale vermilion if you don't have poppy. You don't want like a carmine pink or a carmine red or a dark crimson lake. Nothing like that. You want to really build up with colors next to each other in the rainbow. So poppy red, and you don't have to put it everywhere. A little on that little fire thing there. Just where you think fire would be the hottest or needs a little more. I'm going to blend a little of that out because it looks a little harsh. A couple spots. And this is a lot of kind of layering and playing. Till you get it how you like it. So there is our flame. So I'm quickly going to fill in the other flames and we will be right back. Okay, so just finishing up a little bit on these flames here. I got a couple rough spots. Quickly touch up and then we will do add a little red on this one real quick. So if you have a littler fireplace, because not all of them are this big as I found out trying to pick a page for this tutorial. It's the same process, just a little smaller. And if it's a super small flame, you probably won't be able to fit all these colors, but hold on, building up my glow real quick. And I'll come back and blend those out with the cream in a minute. I'm going to leave those two for now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take that cream again. I'm going to sharpen it a little bit. And I'm going to put a glow of cream right next to the black lines. Now my cream is smearing the ink on this page a little bit, so be aware of that. I have that problem with like my cream and my white and some of my softer pencils. Quite a few of these more budget-friendly books. Again, I'm kind of bringing it up a little while I'm thinking of it, because it is kind of a glow we're trying to create here. Sticking next to the flame. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 50% warm gray and I'm going to start at the edge of the fireplace. So very light layer with a fuzzy edge. And I'm going to work that all the way around, keeping the shape of the fireplace. This is our shadow. It's always going to be darkest over here because there's no fire. If it goes over your cream, don't worry about it. We'll come back and we'll fix that. Just don't overshadow your cream too much. If you are doing a different color for your background, if you want to keep your bricks red, you would do like a black and then a Tuscan red. However you want to, whatever colors you want, it's just the process is the same. So your darkest color will go, well, your second darkest color, we will add a little black at the end. Okay, then we're going to take that 10% cool gray and circular motions. And I am heavy-handed, so if you are not heavy-handed, you might want to press just a little bit harder. I am holding my pencil higher up so that I am not pressing so hard. Circular motions. We're gonna blend that gray and that cream. Now notice I am sticking by the gray. I'm not going all the way to my fire yet. Make sure I'm right here so you can see. This is how we're gonna blend. And see, that cream will kind of hold its shape against this gray. And then we get that nice fire glow look. Just working on that gray. Circular motions. I am going to quickly add my cream around these flames even though I didn't finish them. So I just have to wait forever. Okay. Now I'm not going to get too close to the flames yet. I am going to come in with my gray a little bit, but I'm not going to really work it just yet. There is the base of our fire. So I'm going to kind of come in and I'm going to darken it on the very edges. Try to keep my hand out of the way here. I feel like that's easier said than done. Again, circular motions pulling towards the fire. And that's just kind of getting our little shadow area set up here. Now I'm going to bring in a little bit of this orange. Just a couple places. I want my glow to be a little stronger. So down here at the bottom where I feel like there's a lot of heat, that's why I said if you go out of the line, it's not too big a deal. Because we're going to bring these colors out anyway. Circular motions. And then I'm going to bring that 10% cool gray back. Now notice I'm not blending them together. I'm not blending my cream and my gray together with this pencil. One sec. Okay, sorry about that. He is a vocal kitty. There's nothing wrong with him. He just likes to meow and tell me stories, how it is, kind of thing. I'm gonna turn this a little so I can get up here. Now, how you want to do your background will kind of depend on your page, what you like, what you're looking for. Again, not all fireplaces are this big, so they're not going to have this amount of detail in the background. But if you want to keep kind of the brick look, then you can put your dark in between your bricks. Keep your dark. If you have yellow eyeshadow, yellow shadow eyeshadow also works well for creating glow around fireplaces. I know finding a good yellow eyeshadow for that is kind of tricky. I found one in the box of crayons palette at Walmart. But I also bought mine on the clearance, so I don't know if they're still available. Kind of softening that. We're going to come in with our black. And whatever is black is going to be furthest away. So we don't want to outline our fire with it or anything like that. This is going to be like our farthest back area. Also wanting to keep the shape of the fireplace, so we want to keep this round look up here. We want to keep it even. We don't want it to look like one side is deeper than the other. And pretty much no matter what color you're using, I do suggest black for the edge. It just creates that real deep depth look. Okay, and then I'm going to take white. You can do it with your pale cold gray if you would like for this blending part. I'm actually going to bring this dark gray in just a touch more up here. Turn for just a second so I can get like an even layer going on here. Fireplaces are going to be ashy and dirty anyway, so I'm not too worried about streaks or smearing look because it's smoky and ashy anyway. And I still have one more layer to blend out on it, so. Cold gray one more time. Now I am just kind of smoothing everything out a little. Okay, language, kind of play with it and see what you like. Then you'll kind of know for yourself. I haven't actually done a fireplace this large myself, so it's kind of a learning experience too. I do want to thank everyone for all the love on the white pumpkin tutorial and the apples, by the way. I got back into doing a couple of my tutorials and they have went well. Okay. So from here you can be done. I'm going to quickly just take a little bit of white and really kind of mesh this cream and gray together. Again, if you want to go back with your grays and really give some life to your bricks, some edges, I would probably do that. I'm not going to do it on this video because this video isn't about bricks. It's about creating the glue, and I don't want to confuse anybody, but and I'm just kind of all over blending with this white, making sure I get everywhere. Getting that yellow nice and soft. Even touch up the middle of my fires a little bit here. Again, the brightest parts of everything, suns, light bulb, fire, always white. So the closer to white, the brighter it will look. And there is our little glowing fireplace. Again, if you want more glow, you just bring out that yellow more. When you're actually, you know, coloring the page, you can bring your yellow out to the side of your fire. You can touch the edge of your stockings with it, the top of that. That will help it look, you know, the bricks right here will be yellow. Of course, you won't have scribbled outside the lines like I did, but. And then you will do your cream and then transition to your brick stone colors. Yeah, that will be that. So questions, comments, requests, anything like that, please reach out and let me know. I will link this book in the comments if I can find it, but this was before like all the issues with having to rename everything and put them back on, so I'm not even sure if it's the same name or still available. But I hope to see you next video. Thanks for watching. If you are the person who requested this video, I appreciate it. I always need content ideas, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.